I don't copy a video just because it's number one. I really look at viral inspo. I use Callow data. I typically bring my nursing knowledge and combine it with the videos. I've very much shifted my strategy to brands who are willing to invest in Spark ads. One went really viral and I made $7,000 off of it. Someone posted about how video editors change their life and save so much time. It's just, I need this task off my hands. He was down and we do 60 videos a month.
So what is your estimated lifetime GMV generated?
Maybe close to 500K.
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to TikTok Shop Affiliate Academy, a podcast that uncovers a story and strategy from the top 1% of TikTok Shop affiliates who have created viral videos time and time again. I'm your host, Ivan. We have a very special guest today. We have a 27-year-old RN who made the leap to full-time content creation and entrepreneurship. So that's beautiful. Now based in LA, she runs an organic ad agency and thrives as a top health and wellness TikTok Shop creator. She's generated over $350,000 in sales through shoppable videos on TikTok. Welcome to the show, Jet. Welcome. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
All right, beautiful. Okay, so as we, like to start all of our episodes, what was Jet doing before TikTok Shop? What did your life look like back then? Not too long ago, but a little bit.
Yeah. Before I ever even posted a TikTok Shop video, that was about 2 years ago, and I was working full-time as a nurse in the hospital, working 12-hour shifts, and just knew I did not want to keep doing that forever. I wanted more freedom, more financial stability, and to express my creativity. So the passion was there. I just needed to take that first, leap.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so how did you know about TikTok Shop? Did you have a TikTok already? Did you have to create one? What did that look like?
You actually might hear my cat in the background right now. He's going crazy. He's actually the reason I got into TikTok and TikTok
Hey.
Shop. So I first posted, I made a TikTok page for him. You know how people do that with their cats and whatnot when they first get a pet. And he blew up. One of his videos has 20 million views.
Okay.
He's a very cute cat, and he's a Bengal, and he was so talkative when he was this tiny. And so the
Yeah.
video blew up and went crazy. And so I started working with brands and I became a pet fluencer pretty much. And
Okay.
then I got sent a bunch of TikTok products and TikTok Shop products. I tried posting a few, nothing. And then after maybe the third one went really viral and I made $7,000 off of it. And this was, I think TikTok Shop had just started. And
Yeah.
I was mind blown. I didn't think it was real. And I did not put much effort into that video. So that really opened my eyes to TikTok Shop and all that it could do. But then I didn't start taking it seriously and doing it consistently until about a year ago.
Okay. So when you said TikTok Shop just started, this was back in 2023, right? Is that kind of when you did this, or was it kind of more towards 2024?
Yeah, it was, well, it was when I first got my cat and he's 2.5.
Yeah, so probably
So
3.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So you're a pet influencer. You made UGC content. You kind of got
Mhm.
introduced, to TikTok Shop content through naturally being on the platform. You see brands kind of reaching out to you, and you're like, "What is this?" And then you saw
Mhm.
that early success. The first 3 videos, yeah, it's kind of like Wild Wild West, but a lot more common to have success when you're that early, right? A lot less competition and all that. So you saw that success, and then you kind of did it, here and there. And then about a year ago, you kind of took it seriously.
Mhm.
So you saw success relatively quickly. That's great. But then, when you say you took it relatively more serious, what did that look like? Does that mean more videos, more thought in your partners and in your brand partners? What did that look like? Kind of look
That
like?
was actually when the agency I'm with, TikTok Titans, reached out to me to
Mhm.
join. And so this was about a year ago, and they pretty much told me how you can do TikTok Shop brand deals where it's a retainer system. So you set up 30 videos, post every day, and you get paid a set amount. And I was looking for more because I was trying to take UGC social media full time. So I was looking for more consistent monthly, you know, deals coming in. So I said yes. And then I was posting every day. Then I
Right.
slowly started to take on more and more brands, and I was doing like 6 retainers, posting every day. So
Awesome.
that's what I mean by taking it seriously. Yeah.
So, okay. So, but what I take from that as well is you kind of also learn that the number of videos matters, right? And, you take that today. I'm assuming you have some kind of schedule that you abide by of number of videos per day, which kind of ultimately leads to success. You kind of make of those videos, put the time and effort in, and maybe a delayed reaction, but kind of a prerequisite from all the affiliates I talk to is that they have to post, not have to, but like a good rule of thumb is posting every day so that they get the performance that they want to get from the videos, right?
Yeah, posting like I think it's because it's so competitive now, like 5 videos a day, I feel
Yeah.
like is goal. I know it's a lot for some people, and I could not keep up with that probably when I was working full time, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's usually how it works.
Yeah. So, okay. So now you speak of posting 5 times a day, and you said it's not easy. I also agree it's not easy, but do you have any systems that make it easier for you? Is it, I've heard people say, kind of trying to put the products within their day. But is there a system? Do you batch create? Like, what's your system for posting, 5 plus a day?
Yeah, um, so my main thing that has helped so much is I have a video editor, and so I will batch a ton of videos in a day and then send it to him, and he'll get them done for me, like, the next day, and then, I would say what takes up the most time is just downloading them and posting them myself. I wanna see if I can hire somebody to do that.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress, but yeah, it's just posting throughout the day whenever I remember to, and sometimes it's all, like, at 10 p.m. at night, if I'm busy throughout the day, but
Yeah.
yeah, the video editor is my number one, like, highly recommend.
This is so beautiful. And I don't know if you notice I'm smiling ear to ear, but like this is the first time any affiliate has mentioned a video editor or hiring a video editor. And I think it's so crucial. For me at least, this is how I would do it. But talk me through that. Like, how did you even get the idea to get a video editor? And then a follow-up question is like, what does that workflow look like? But let's start with what made you get the idea for the editor?
Yeah, so, I was already using him for my UGC videos. No, like,
Okay.
yes, TikTok Shop is kinda UGC, but the he was really good at just, UGC with, like, scripted hook, the entire body with benefits and CTA, like, it was very he was so good at it, and I was slowing down on UGC because, now I have a bookkeeper and I'm, like, opening an S corp and everything's crazy now, but I've looked at the numbers and I TikTok Shop is where I'm making most of my money besides the agency I help run, and, so I was like, "Okay, I think I'm gonna stop doing so much UGC. It takes a lot of time and I'm not making as much from it." But I
Right.
really liked my video editor, so I was like, "Hey, like, what do you think about trying to edit some TikTok Shop videos? They're super easy." Um, like, it's just I need this task off my hands, and so he was down, and yeah, we do 60 videos in a month typically, but I think it's honestly hitting past that now. I just pay him per 60 videos.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay, I have so many questions here. So you were doing your UGC videos. You saw that wasn't valuable. TikTok shop videos were more valuable. You're like, hey, I have this great resource. Let's transition him or her, your editor, to editing TikTok shop videos. What is
Mhm.
that like? How many hours was that editing taking you, and how much, like, AKA, how many hours now have freed up on your plate?
It was taking up a lot of time.
Yeah,
Um,
like 40 hours or something, right?
I wouldn't say 40 hours.
Okay.
When I didn't have him and I was still posting, like, probably 4 times a day.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I'll just explain to you when I was still working part-time. I did part-time as a nurse, and then now I only do, like, once a month or once or twice or every 2
Mhm.
months, but when I was part-time, I would work from, like, 8 to, like, 5:30, and then I'd come home or I'd sit in the car and film for, like, an hour, and then I would come home and edit that, and that would take me another hour or so to edit those 4 videos, and then I would do that every day.
Yeah. So 4 or 5 hours a week, 40 hours a month, maybe something like that, with around 5 hours.
About, but
Yeah.
then I would still be doing UGC and stuff, so
Yeah.
it's switched up now, but it was definitely taking time, and I wanted to be able to have time to work out, and, like, it was more of like a I'm trading. I need my lifestyle
Yeah,
back,
that's
you know?
beautiful. That's exactly what I think. Like, what is a task that's taking up most of my time, and is there someone else that could do it for me?
Hmm.
Most of the time, and me paying him or her is going to be lower than what my hours, like my given hours, my
Yep.
dollar an hour is, right? So it's beautiful. Okay, so what what's the workflow like? Like how do you, and do you give them samples like, hey, I want you to edit like this. Here's the core, raw files. Like talk to me through that. Like how do you instruct them to edit? Have you guys worked so well together that it's kind of second nature? It's, but I guess it wasn't always that way. So talk me through those first moments of like how you kind of get accustomed to giving instructions on editing.
Yeah, so I had tried like a different editor before him, and
Mm,
when you have to explain something to someone like more than a couple times, you're just like, okay, maybe there's someone else that might know how to do this better, and just we'll get each other better. Then I
yeah.
found him, and I only had to like give him pretty much a sample video. I was like, this
Yeah.
is how I typically edit my TikToks, like super simple. Just give me that TikTok native text on screen, quick cuts, and then he got it like right away. So we upload on CapCut shared space. I pay like $10 a month or something for it. And then so I'll film on CapCut, post it in the specific folder per brand, and then I tell him where I upload it in every day, and then he'll go and edit those. And then it's very systemized at this point, and
Yeah.
um, I still review each post before I post it, just because sometimes I don't even give him a script, so that's why I review it. But he typically gets it spot on.
Beautiful. Yeah, I love that. And then follow-up question is, where did you find this developer, or I'm sorry, editor?
Yeah, the UGC community is really, really tight. And back when I was posting on Twitter consistently, someone posted about how video editors change their life and save so much time. And so I was like, oh, I'm looking for one. Like, and yeah, you just have to like, yeah,
So
you need to
Twitter.
get a personal referral.
Okay. Yeah, that's something I've actually, you made me revisit a thought that I had a long time ago. So we have a free community, affiliateacademyhq.com, where we kind of share, tips and tricks, but also, motivation and inspo and stuff like that. But an idea that I had is an editor kind of database, and connecting, creators with editors. And so you're kind of, reigniting that thought in my mind. Like if I can have a set of editors available for these creators, it's going to make their life even easier. So I'm going to jot that down and make sure
Yeah,
implemented for the community.
I
Um,
actually refer him a lot already. I think he's pretty packed, but like, I'm sure he might know people or there's other ones out there.
yeah,
But my friend, I referred her, and she sends him like I don't even know how many videos a day. She sends him probably like 20 videos a day.
yeah.
Like she sends a ton.
Only a day. Holy,
Yeah.
and and they process it, right? It's just
Yeah,
like,
he's doing like so many videos for her a month, but he likes
yeah,
it. So
yeah. I mean, I love it. I love that idea. Like I don't know, like I said it earlier, but when you mentioned the fact of editor, I was like smiling because it's just like optimizing your time, and you can focus on
mhm,
other things. So
all about that.
now I know why you do so much, right? RN here and there. Your UGC. Organic marketing agency and TikTok shop. So I love it. I'm all about that as well.
Thank you.
All right. So talk me through, okay, so now you quote unquote took it seriously and you are getting consistent sales, right? But there's inevitably some times where you're making those videos and you're not getting those sales, those kind of rough
Mhm.
moments like, man, is this for me? Should I do it? So talk me through those and how you get around those rough moments. Like, what do you think to yourself? What inspo do you do? Where do you look towards?
Yeah, I would say actually sales have been pretty weird lately. I've been talking to a lot of people about it too, and they've been seeing it. I guess there's some TikTok glitch or something. I'm not sure. I used to freak out about it, but now I know that each month it's different. It's never going to be the exact same. And one day I could barely make any sales, the next could make three times that. So I've just learned to not like harp on it and just let it go. And um, what what was the original
No,
question?
how do you get those rough moments? Like you're not getting those sales. Is it do you hold yourself accountable to those 5 videos? Do you give yourself breaks, mental breaks, etc.? But like how do you kind of make sure that you keep on going and not get too discouraged?
I would say if I'm not getting good sales or like I'm starting to reflect and think, is it me? Am I just not doing the best content? Yeah, I'll take like a little break and
Hmm.
I'll let some of these brands know that I work with, like, I'll get back to posting in a day or two. And I would say at those points is when I really look at Viral Inspo. So
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard of it, but I use Calodata,
Yep.
and that really, really, really helps because sometimes I'm just like my brain's not thinking since I'm a creative strategist for the agency. I'm thinking all day. So
Yep.
this is kind of like number two for me. And so I'll use Viral Inspo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk me through that. So Calodata, for those that don't know, it's a kind of a TikTok shop data analytics tool. You look at top products, you look at the top videos for that product and, top sellers, right? And that kind of surfaces what's TikTok is pushing. And so if you look at that, you get inspo from that. You're essentially kind of replicating viral videos of the moment. So yeah, what do you do? Do you look at, I assume, correct me if I'm wrong, but you have products that you need to make videos for. You look up that product, you look up the top videos, and you kind of browse and get ideas,
Yeah.
right? Correct. Anything else in that process? Do you jot down notes? What do you look for?
I yeah, I'll get the product that I already have the product, and then I look up that specific product, and then I look at the top videos.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if I don't copy a video just because it's number one, like, I have to make sure that it makes sense for me. I typically bring my nursing knowledge and combine it with the videos.
Perfect.
So I try to look for one that fits, but I also just sometimes take bits and pieces from it. So maybe it was the hook was super cool and I could tell that's probably why it went viral, or maybe the education they were giving behind it on that specific product, that's why it went viral. So I'll take sometimes inspo from each of like the top 3 to 5, combine that into a video, or sometimes I just take the first one and put my own spin on it and replicate it. And actually my number one video that I sent to you was literally just looking at top uh, golly videos, and I recreated it, and somehow it went crazy viral. But I do know I very much shifted my strategy to brands who are willing to invest in Spark ads, and that is why I think
Mm,
that video got that many views, is because Golly was just putting so much ad spend behind it. But obviously, it has to have viral potential for that ad spend to even do anything. So, yeah,
cool. Beautiful. I think, I mentioned this to you before the call, but I think I've mentioned it once or twice on this podcast, but I'm in the process of creating a app for affiliates. And essentially it's combining Callo data, finding the top videos, and then using AI to extract top hooks, top selling points, top CTAs, any other kind of script ideas. And then kind of combining that out, spitting that out to you as an affiliate so that you have a better starting point to make your videos, right? And the idea there is like taking the top videos of the moment, and essentially that's what TikTok is pushing at the moment. So that's something you want to replicate. And so yeah, I'll give you a sneak peek, like I said earlier, after the call today. And then for those listening, kind of keep your ear out. Just join the Community Affiliate Academy HQ.com, and then we'll have updates there. But I'm excited about that. We're about 3 or 4 weeks away from launch, so yeah, it's exciting time. I've been working on it
nice.
for months now.
Anything to streamline the process, save time, like I'm all for it.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. Okay, so up next in the portion, I'm going to share that video that you mentioned a little bit ago. Let me see if I can grab it.
So funny because it's a very low effort video, if I were to
Yeah,
say.
yeah, it's all good. So I'm just gonna share my screen and then move the mic. But let's do that. Okay, here we go. And then here we go. All right. And then for those that are listening on the podcast, obviously not a lot of no audio or no voiceover, but it's a bunch of visual kind of what do you call it? Text on screen, and it's basically just the first half of it is describing kind of issues that someone might see, right? Bruising or um, you know symptoms of low cortisol levels, right? And so the product is Goli ashwagandha, and it kind of helps all the issues that were being presented earlier. So yeah, as you said, super simple, no voiceover, kind of text on screen with a rather common audio playing, music playing, and yeah, what do you think went viral about it? Did you kind of not know to this day, or like what do you like about it? Would you pull
Well,
off?
as I've been doing this longer and watching it again with you right now, um, I think there could be a few things. I think the text hook, I like to add in little things like I had said it's for high cortisol too. I think you
Oh,
said
sorry.
low.
Yes.
It's okay. Low is also an issue, but high cortisol. And I think I said signs you have high cortisol, and then in parentheses, and you probably didn't even realize, or something like that. And just I think adding that small tweak, because
Yeah.
so many videos are out there about 5 signs you have high cortisol, but then adding that small little, oh wait, okay, I haven't seen that before. Let me watch that. I didn't
Mm,
realize. And then I tried to add some unique high cortisol signs that
mm,
most people might not think of,
yeah.
that I still always research before putting in. And I do that with a lot of my videos now. And then I think also saying my husband and I take this,
Mm,
I think that can help. Adding in relationship stuff for some reason always does better on TikTok.
mm,
Adding in some sort of my girlfriend, my husband, whatever. And then, yeah, it was just short, sweet, to the point. I filmed it like it looked like a normal rat person. And yeah, I think you could make the exact same video and it could flop. It sometimes is just about volume too.
yeah. Some things I take away in there. I've never really. It's obvious. I've never really heard it said out loud, but including your significant other performs
Mhm.
better, and I see that in the people that I've interviewed and the affiliates I interviewed. There's husband wife duos, or even like it was. I interviewed a college kid, and him and his buddy do things, right? So like the interaction part of it, right? When the majority of
Mhm.
TikTok videos are maybe solo, once you get interaction, it kind of sticks out a little bit. So that's really cool
Mhm.
takeaway. And then another one I have a takeaway is you fall back on your nursing experience and knowledge, and medical experience and knowledge, which is amazing. Like you said, you try to find things to pull out that not everyone talks about, right? And so you have, your general, issues that kind of everyone knows about, but when you start to put something new in there, people's, ears perk up a little bit or eyes open. So I love
Yeah,
that. So great tidbits that, thanks for sharing that. I know someone will kind of benefit from that.
thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So, are there any like hooks or kind of general strategies that you pull from video to video that's working for you lately?
Mm, I would say I don't usually use the exact same hook all the time. I'm
Okay.
always trying to switch things up and see what sticks. I would say I always do some sort of movement with my phone at first, so, like, putting it down, or sometimes, like, clapping, or, kind of not f I don't like to say fear-mongering, but just being, like, very serious on camera, like, saying giving some advice, like, "You should not be doing this," or, um, yeah, some sort of, either it's basically to stop someone from scrolling in the
Right.
very beginning. And I try to do a combo of things. How I move the phone, what I'm exactly saying, the text on screen, some sort of combo.
Yeah.
I always do that. And then the CTA, I usually always say the same thing. I'm gonna drop a link for it right down here, something like that.
Mm. Nice. Nice. Okay. I saw like a Joe Rogan kind of like, not necessarily fear mongering type thing, but like how did that turn out for you? I mean, I see you did some views, but you haven't done it
Wait,
again, right? So
wait, how did you find that one? Or I haven't done one of them in a while.
it's been your history. I sorted by top views. I sorted by popular.
It got good views.
Well, I got like 8,000 views.
Oh,
Yeah. I
yeah.
just
I never did well with the like, they call it
conspiracy.
product plug, but
Uh,
yeah, I it's not my style.
yeah. You definitely lean into the kind of nurse authority vibe. I like
Mhm.
that. Okay, so I'll make a note here, 24 to 27. Let's say like 23 to 27 minutes. Okay, and then we'll edit that out.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. No, thank you. Dude. I knew one of these days my daughter, because we have summer, of course, and so now they're in the house.
Oh, aw. That's so cute though. I love kids.
She came in here crying. I was like, oh my god. And anyway. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna cut back in, and okay, so that we're gonna approach the last part of the episode, the rapid fire round. Just a handful of questions, just answer to the best of your ability. So, what is your estimated lifetime GMV generated on TikTok Shop?
That's what's hard is I've been trying to calculate it, and like on TikTok, you can't do it past a certain amount of time. I think it's like
Okay.
3 months or something. So I genuinely don't really know, but I've been hitting about 50K GMV for the past 4 or 5 months at least.
Beautiful.
And then I had started it TikTok back in June-ish of 2024, like consistently.
Yeah.
So maybe close to 500K if I'm averaging.
Nice. Okay, beautiful. Have you been able to kind of spoil yourself getting anything cool, or you kind of tucking it away for a rainy day?
So I mostly tuck it away. My lifestyle has definitely increased as far as like treating myself actually, because when I was working as a nurse,
Yeah.
it's crazy how little you actually make compared to this. So I couldn't even treat myself to like getting my nails done or going shopping and that kind of stuff because I live in LA. It's crazy expensive.
Yeah.
So now I would say it's pretty normal for me to be able to do that. Like I don't really have to think twice. And then
Yeah.
we're moving and like I'm actually buying new furniture for the first time and we spent like 4,000 on the couch and normally I would never have
Mhm.
done that. But it's like I know I get to treat myself now a little bit, you know?
Beautiful, beautiful. And like, I like what you said too. It's like time and like month over month consistently, right? So it's like if you do it for 1 month, it's kind of like you raise some eyebrows a little bit. But once you've done it month over month, you kind of feel a little bit more secure and you're able to get those things that you want. So, and I know with kind of things that you shared in your general kind of working process and strategies, that'll continue for sure. So I love seeing that what TikTok Shop can bring to people. It's beautiful. So what is one piece of advice you wish you had when you first started?
Um, I would say join an agency, but I did do that pretty much when I first started. I don't really count my cat's TikTok video that blew up as when I first started.
Okay.
That was just like my eye opening to it. Um,
What about the
I would
agency did you enjoy or like benefit from?
they really the owners, and I think they might be too busy to do this now, but they really took me under their wing and just like taught me how to how to do everything. And the agency includes an entire like course, and I think a lot of TikTok shop agencies do that. But it tells you everything you need to know right away, rather than trying to figure it out. I see a lot of people on TikTok like posting. It's usually the affiliate talking about how much they've made and how to do it, and then there's always people commenting like, "What? How do you start? How do you do this?" And it's like, just skip that step. Yes, use TikTok to your advantage and find people to learn from, but just go straight to an agency. I would say that's like the number one thing to do. And then don't try to reinvent the wheel too much. It's always the 80/20 rule you've heard. Just find viral videos, take inspo from that, study why it went viral, and recreate it, but with your own twist.
Love it. Love it. Okay, great. You've been pretty successful so far, but there's always room for improvement. What's one area that you think you can get better at?
I for a while I was really just where I work with brands on paid basis. I typically don't just do like free content. I was with like consistently like 2 or 3 brands, and that was going well. And I've been really opening myself up to multiple brands and working with a ton of different brands. But
Mhm.
I wonder if that's actually hindering my success so far. It's hard to tell yet.
Yeah.
So I really want to get back down just to a few main brands that I'm working very closely with, and that is in process. And then I would say just systemizing it, like systemizing the heck out of it. So I really want to hire someone to like post for me at this point. Because it's hard to do that while also running the agency.
Yeah. I mean, finding someone to post for you, you can't necessarily outsource overseas for that, right? Because of the
Mm-mm.
geo limitations and requirements. So do you have a nephew or niece that you could pay $10 an hour to do it?
No,
Oh,
I don't think so. I don't have anyone I can like think of that's very reliable, you know?
Yeah, no, I see. I mean, it could be just a high schooler or something, like, make
Yeah,
$5,
I
like
think it's, now that I'm opening an S corp, I will feel comfortable, but your social's linked to your
yeah,
TikTok,
yeah.
so I don't really feel comfortable, so, I'm waiting until I can switch that to an employee ID number.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I love you go straight to systems. That's where my mind goes to everything. I think we're I can relate extremely well to that.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah, that concludes it for today's episode. Jet, you've been amazing sharing a lot of tips and tricks on what works for you. I know it'll help a lot of people out there. So everyone listening out there, Jet's TikTok handles will be in the show notes below. Jet, thank you for your time today. You've been great. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me, and I hope this has helped other people, and just know that you're not stuck to your current lifestyle if you don't like it, and you can wear multiple hats is something that I've really learned about myself.
I love it. I love it. Cool. Well, thank you for listening today, and we'll catch you on the next one. See you, everyone.